What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dewan HODLs. We back in here with another one. I just want to kick it with y'all real quick. It is February 1st week, and I hope you are really setting your goals right now. January went by pretty quick. We're now in February. The Bitcoin halving event is going to be, 60 days, maybe less. And you still probably don't own enough Bitcoin, likely. So if you need to accumulate and you're still trying to accumulate this asset, be sure to do it responsibly. Do it through a decentralized exchange. A really good one is called HODL.com. All you need is your email address and password. No KYC, no socials, no none of that stuff. No picture IDs. And you're trading with other people peer-to-peer, as the mission of Bitcoin's white paper stated it would be, a peer-to-peer electronic cash. Get to it. Link down in the description for HODL.com. That's where I've been stacking, and I'm happy. Also, I want to share with you, once you collect that Bitcoin, once you get your little bag up, you're going to want to hold it in a very secure, reliable, hard wallet. A good one is down in the CoinKite.com link down below as well, called the Cold Wallet. It's open sourced as you would want it, and it is Bitcoin only. Check that out. Anyway, let's get into it. So, a lot has changed since a year ago. So with me personally, I was in Mexico a year ago. A year ago, I was actually planning my departure from Mexico to work gainfully as I could, with the end mission to stack like I haven't stacked before, because and the reason that I have successfully and I'm continuing to stack like I've never stacked before is because I've done it before. I've did this before. We've did this before. If you watched my channel for years, we've been through a couple cycles, and we know exactly how this story plays out. So this is where pride and ego gets put to the side. This is where a life that was comfortable was put to the side in order to take my time and energy to acquire monetary energy in exchange for the hardest, scarcest asset, a monetary good, a pristine collateral such as Bitcoin, which only comes around which actually hasn't never came around in humanity before, and is able to exist and be native on the internet. I personally envisioned Bitcoin as a moment in human history of the civilization of humans. This is how profound that I believe the Bitcoin protocol is, and this is why I took this type of action that I did. I took the risk. I came back and I decided to work for USD. Now, you may have people that, if you do what I did, you may have people who will try to tell you that you are a failure or a loser or whatever, or try to shame you for humbling yourself and taking the knee to your prospects for having generational wealth, for your prospects of buying, for taking 2 years to buy 200 years, or maybe not 200, maybe, I don't know, to buy at least 50 years worth of salary, right? To buy 50 years worth, the rest of your life, of the potential, the rest of your life, not having to work for anybody ever again, to sacrifice a year or a summer or 2 summers. And there may be people that try to shame you for that try to say, you know what, you're less than because you went the route of trying to work for an employer or a corporation or whatever. And these people are people who are driven by ego, and they're not thinking outside the box, and likely they're going to be in a position where they are too going to suffer, especially in such an extended bear market that we dealt with until most recently. Now Bitcoin back up almost near, it's going to probably break 50,000 tonight, if not sometime this weekend, as I show on my charts that Bitcoin is setting up to go straight to about 75K in the near, maybe week, or I don't know, So If you read Rob Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, one of his things he pointed to was the quadrant, the 4 quadrant, which was the 4 ways of creating wealth. And he put at the bottom that having an employer was not as ideal as being self-employed, which is not as ideal as being a business owner, which is not as ideal as being an investor. Now, yes, being an investor is ideal. It's the most ideal situation to have your money work for you. You know, when owning a business, you would have to figure in the cost of managing a business, managing employees, and there's a lot of risk that comes with that, right? And what you want to understand is that why not let the businesses, why not let these assets, why not let global monetary pressures, geopolitical things that's just going to happen out of your control, why not let that work in your favor? That's essentially what Bitcoin does. But people don't understand that Bitcoin is a checkmate move. It's a chess move, but it's not just chess move, it's checkmate, because it's saying that it's understanding the playbook of the global monetary system, the fiscal monetary system of governments, of being a slave master society where everyday working people are the slaves who pay the taxes, who pay in the price of inflation, and who are going deeper and deeper into poverty, while a smaller percentage who are able to own the assets, who are able to control the money, or even at least borrow the money at 0% interest, they're able to acquire assets and HODL them, while everybody else has to deal with the price inflation and working their butt off with no free time virtually. So Bitcoin's a checkmate on that. And so if people understood that, then they would be holding as much of it as they could. And so this is the investor standpoint. If you want to look at it as an investment, then you understand that that's making your money work for you. You can employ your money. People who are prideful are the ones who are not going to make it. They're going to find themselves having to go through 2 more crypto cycles to try to get rich. When, in my opinion, I think this will be the final one that separates them all. As I believe U.S. Regulation will come into play probably sometime during this cycle, if not at the end of this cycle, after they probably do a big extortion racket on these protocols and these foundations when their coins, when their digital assets run up. So and that leads me also to share, and I'm kind of all over the place, but you know, it is what it is. It's my channel. That also leads me to say that, what does my outlook look like for altcoins in the near future? I believe altcoins will register. I think there's no doubt about it. I think there are going to be certain ones that register as securities, and there's going to be a lot that do not, and they will follow through. They will fall off. They will disappear because they will have to be removed from exchanges. Exchanges will have to drop them because exchanges will get fined, they'll get shut down, or they'll get barred from providing services if they're providing unregistered securities. So they'll drop a lot of them, just like you've seen Coinbase, I think, recently dropped Monero, or Binance dropped Monero. So you'll see this, that's nothing, that's just a prelude. And so you'll see that with a lot of these tokens, and I feel like the value of these tokens, since their main value is speculation, they're going to lose a lot of value if they can't be easily exchanged on highly liquid exchanges. So as for those that do register as a security, I believe what's going to happen is that for those who decide to hold on to their tokens, regardless of what news comes out, I think that these foundations, these companies, they'll end up registering and having to maybe have the hodlers of their tokens exchange those tokens, do like a matching, some type of match with their new tokenized security, right? because they're going to have to register security, they're going to have to act as one, as a company, and, you know, disclose profits and all that stuff. And so I think that's what's going to happen for those who do register. Bitcoin is the only commodity, and that's that, for reasons I don't want to get into. But anyway, we're at 10 minutes. I want to shout out y'all for being present, for being active in a moment of time in history where we're going to get to see wealth that generations before us likely have not seen. We'll probably be the first in our families in some way to at least see some type of shift. We'll see what happens, but nonetheless, the ride is fun, and I hope you guys are preparing. Stack as much as you can. Check out hodl.com, stack that non-KYC, and get in position. Till next time.